Joy-Anna Duggar's husband Austin addresses behind-the-scenes drama while filming. Joy-Anna Duggar and her husband, Austin, have earned quite a name for themselves in the social media world. When their family show on TLC, Counting On, came to an end, they already had lots of recognition on the internet. Hence, they often share their everyday updates with the audience. Duggar News followers have been in the loop about their lives. Everyone knows that when the family was filming for the show, not everyone was happy with it. These stories have recently started to come out. Joy-Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth also addressed their fair share of disagreements with the crew members. So, what happened between them? What drama did it cause? Joy-Anna's husband Austin has called out Jim Bob's no PDA rules. Joy-Anna and Austin Forsyth also got out of following the IBLP lifestyle. The former is in the phase where she is realigning her faith. Duggar News followers always look forward when either of them addresses things about their strained family bonds. Joy-Anna once told a story on a podcast about getting in trouble for hugging her husband-to-be for a long while they courted. Austin's car got totaled, and he almost lost his life. So, Joy-Anna had gone to ensure if he was okay or not. Sadly, her little brother complained to their father, Jim Bob, that she had been hugging her partner for too long. Despite the circumstances, it upset Jim Bob, and viewers had a laugh about how strict the patriarch has been about rules, even during life and death situations. Austin Forsyth talks about his decision that caused a feud during filming. Joy-Anna Duggar and her family are very close to her elder sister Ginger's family. They were also in LA for a long time to visit the latter family. During that time, Joy-Anna and Austin became guests in Jinger and Jeremy's podcast. That's when the latter decided to share some intense details from the time his decision caused a feud among the filming crew. It turns out when Joy-Anna was about to have her first ever baby, Austin was not okay with the crew filming the birth. It was something different. Duggar News followers know that sisters before Joy-Anna Jill and Jenna had no issues filming birth scenes for their sons Israel and Spurgeon, but Austin was not at all comfortable with the idea and having cameras all over. Austin said that he had to face a lot of heat for that decision. He simply said, "There's a lot one doesn't know how to handle during such a time." The star didn't trust the camera crew and the producers, although he knew the camera crew had nothing to do with the production. Well, viewers have been proud of the Duggar family members to take a stand when required. One of the producers had also told Austin that it was hard for them to film with him. After all, they always wanted something spontaneous, but he would take a lot of pauses. For years, the Duggar family has been known for their conservative values, reflected not only in their lifestyle, but also in their modest fashion choices. As one of the 19 children in Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's household, Joy-Anna Duggar Forsyth grew up adhering to strict wardrobe guidelines that emphasized long skirts, high necklines, and covered shoulders. However, in recent years, Joy-Anna has started making noticeable changes to her wardrobe, embracing a more modern and relaxed style, one that includes sleeveless tops and outfits that reveal her arms and shoulders. Her evolving fashion choices have sparked interest and conversation among fans and critics alike, as she appears to be redefining her personal style while maintaining her own interpretation of modesty. This transformation not only reflects Joy-Anna's growth as an individual, but also speaks to the broader changes happening within the Duggar family, as several siblings have begun to step away from the ultra-conservative dress codes they were raised with. Breaking away from the Duggar dress code. The Duggar family's dress code has long been a subject of curiosity. Their belief system, influenced by the teachings of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, encourages women to dress modestly to avoid attracting improper attention. This typically meant long skirts or dresses, no pants, and tops that covered the shoulders and collarbone. Michelle Duggar, the family matriarch, has spoken publicly about how their clothing choices were meant to honor God and maintain purity. However, as the Duggar children have grown up, some have begun questioning these restrictions. Joy-Anna, in particular, has started incorporating more modern styles into her wardrobe, a shift that many have observed through her social media posts and public appearances. Whether she's wearing sleeveless summer dresses, tank tops, or even workout attire that bares her arms, Joy-Anna's style evolution suggests a newfound sense of confidence and independence. The first signs of change. The first noticeable shift in Joy-Anna's wardrobe came after her marriage to Austin Forsyth in 2017. While she initially continued wearing long skirts and modest tops, subtle changes soon became evident. Fans began to notice her opting for more fitted clothing, jeans, and shorter skirts, choices that had been largely off-limits during her upbringing. By 2020, Joy-Anna was regularly seen in more relaxed outfits, including sleeveless tops and dresses. One of the first instances that caught the attention of fans was a casual photo she posted on Instagram, where she wore a sleeveless summer dress while holding her daughter, Evelyn. The post sparked a wave of reactions, with many followers praising her for embracing her personal style, while others questioned whether she was intentionally rebelling against her family's traditions. Public reactions and family dynamics. As Joy-Anna's wardrobe continued to evolve, reactions from fans remained mixed. Many supporters applauded her for embracing her own identity and moving away from the rigid expectations of her upbringing. Comments on her posts often include messages like, "I love seeing you express yourself in your own way. You look beautiful and confident. It's great to see you making choices for yourself and your family. You look happy, and that's all that matters." However, not everyone has been supportive. Some critics, particularly those who align with the Duggars' original conservative values, have expressed disappointment in Joy-Anna's fashion choices. Some have speculated that her shift in wardrobe reflects deeper ideological differences between her and her parents. Despite this, Joy-Anna has remained largely unfazed by criticism. She has continued to post photos and videos of her daily life, showcasing outfits that reflect both her personal style and her lifestyle as a busy mom of three. Her choices seem less about making a statement and more about comfort, practicality, and personal expression. A growing trend among the Duggar sisters. Joy-Anna is not the only Duggar sibling who has embraced a more modern wardrobe. Her older sisters, Jessa Sewald, Jill Dillard, and Jinger Vuolo, have also made headlines for breaking away from the strict dress code of their upbringing. Jill Dillard was one of the first to wear pants and sleeveless tops, openly discussing how she and her husband, Derek, had re-evaluated their beliefs. Jinger Vuolo moved to Los Angeles with her husband Jeremy and has fully embraced contemporary fashion, including shorts, ripped jeans, and sleeveless dresses. Jessa Sewald has subtly incorporated jeans and sleeveless outfits into her wardrobe while maintaining a mostly modest aesthetic. Joy-Anna's fashion transformation aligns with this larger trend among the Duggar daughters, who are finding ways to navigate personal faith while embracing more freedom in their clothing choices. What Joy-Anna's style says about her personal growth. Joy-Anna's wardrobe evolution is about more than just fashion. It's a reflection of her personal growth and evolving beliefs. While she has never publicly denounced her family's values, her choices indicate that she is making decisions based on her own convictions rather than blindly following the rules she grew up with. Her approach to fashion suggests a balance between honoring her upbringing and embracing her own individuality. Unlike some of her siblings who have distanced themselves from the Duggar family's strict teachings, Joy-Anna remains closely connected to her parents and siblings. Her wardrobe choices appear to be a natural part of her journey rather than an act of rebellion. The future of Duggar fashion trends. As more Duggar siblings continue to embrace modern fashion, it's clear that the once rigid dress code is becoming a thing of the past. With social media allowing them to share their lives with a broader audience, they are no longer confined to the expectations set by their parents or their former religious community. For Joy-Anna, the future likely holds even more opportunities to express herself freely. Whether she continues experimenting with new styles or finds a middle ground between modern and modest, her journey serves as an example of how personal growth can manifest in different ways. Joy-Anna Duggar Forsyth's shift in wardrobe is a symbol of her evolving identity. From long skirts and high-necked tops to sleeveless dresses and casual outfits, her fashion choices reflect her journey toward self-expression and independence. While reactions to her transformation vary, one thing is certain: Joy-Anna is embracing a style that makes her feel comfortable and confident. As she continues navigating life as a wife, mother, and public figure, her wardrobe will likely keep evolving, mirroring her personal growth along the way. Regardless of the opinions surrounding her choices, Joy-Anna remains true to herself, showing that fashion is not just about what you wear, it's about the freedom to express who you are. Joy-Anna Duggar, a familiar face to fans of TLC's *Counting on*, has always been portrayed as part of the tight-knit and devoutly Christian Duggar family. Her marriage to Austin Forsyth seemed like a fairy tale come true for viewers who followed their courtship and eventual wedding on the show. However, behind the polished facade of reality television lies a story far more complex than what aired on screen. Recently, Joy-Anna's husband, Austin Forsyth, opened up about some surprising conflicts that unfolded behind the scenes during their time filming for *Counting on*. These revelations shed light on the pressures faced by cast members and the challenges of maintaining authenticity in front of the cameras. One of the biggest sources of tension revealed by Austin was the pressure to conform to certain expectations set not only by producers but also by the Duggar family's public image. The Duggars have long been known for their strict adherence to conservative Christian values, including modesty, large families, and traditional gender roles. While these principles are deeply held by many within the family, living under constant scrutiny can magnify even minor disagreements or personal struggles. According to Austin, there were moments when he felt torn between staying true to himself and meeting the demands placed upon him as part of the Duggar clan, and later, as a star on a popular reality TV series. For instance, one major point of contention involved how much control the production team exerted over their lives while filming. Reality shows often blur the line between genuine experiences and scripted drama, and *Counting on* was no exception. Austin admitted that certain aspects of their relationship were exaggerated or manipulated for entertainment purposes. This included everything from staged arguments to overly dramatic reactions designed to heighten viewer engagement. For someone like Austin, who valued honesty and transparency, this manipulation proved difficult to reconcile with his own sense of integrity. Another significant issue stemmed from differing opinions within the Duggar household itself. As an outsider marrying into such a high-profile family, Austin quickly realized that navigating familial dynamics wasn't always easy. He shared that there were times when decisions made by other family members, or even Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, didn't align with his and Joy-Anna's vision for their life together. Balancing loyalty to his wife's family with asserting independence as a couple became a recurring challenge. At one point, Austin revealed they considered stepping away from the show entirely because of these mounting tensions. Perhaps most poignant was Austin's admission regarding mental health struggles both he and Joy-Anna experienced due to the relentless spotlight. Being constantly filmed meant little privacy, which took a toll on their emotional well-being. Joy-Anna, in particular, dealt with feelings of inadequacy as she compared herself to her siblings and tried to live up to the perfect image projected by the show. Meanwhile, Austin grappled with imposter syndrome, questioning whether he truly belonged in such a famous family. They leaned on each other for support, but the weight of external expectations sometimes left them feeling isolated. Austen also touched on the broader implications of participating in a reality TV show centered around faith and family values. While the Duggars' beliefs resonated with millions of viewers, they also attracted criticism from those who disagreed with their lifestyle choices. Navigating this dichotomy added another layer of stress. On one hand, Austen appreciated the platform the show gave them to share their faith. On the other hand, he grew weary of defending every decision they made against harsh judgment from strangers online. It was a balancing act that required resilience and patience, qualities that weren't always easy to muster amid the chaos of filming schedules and media appearances. Despite these challenges, Austen emphasized that he and Joanna remained committed to each other and to building a strong foundation for their family. They learned to prioritize open communication and mutual respect, ensuring that their bond remained unshaken regardless of outside influences. Over time, they developed strategies to cope with the unique pressures of reality TV stardom, such as setting boundaries with producers and carving out private moments away from the cameras. These efforts helped them reclaim a sense of normalcy and focus on what mattered most: their love for each other and their growing family. In reflecting on their journey, Austen expressed gratitude for the lessons they had learned along the way. Though the experience of being on *counting on* wasn't without its difficulties, it ultimately strengthened their resolve to stay grounded in their faith and values. By sharing their story now, Austen hopes to offer encouragement to others facing similar challenges, whether in the public eye or simply navigating the complexities of modern relationships. His message is clear: authenticity and vulnerability are key to overcoming adversity, even when the world seems determined to define you according to its own standards. As the dust settles on their tenure with *counting on*, Joanna and Austen continue to forge ahead, embracing new opportunities while remaining steadfast in their commitment to living authentically. Their willingness to speak candidly about the conflicts behind the scenes serves as a reminder that everyone faces struggles, regardless of how perfect things may appear on the surface. In doing so, they inspire others to seek truth, foster understanding, and cherish the beauty of real-life connections beyond the glitz and glamour of television. Josh Duggar, the former reality TV star and eldest son of the Duggar family from TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, has reportedly embarked on a hunger strike while serving time in federal prison. The news has sent shockwaves through his fan base, critics, and those who have followed his tumultuous life over the years. While details remain scarce, reports suggest that Duggar's decision to refuse food is rooted in what he claims are unjust conditions within the correctional facility where he is incarcerated. Duggar was sentenced to more than 12 years in prison after being convicted of receiving and possessing child pornography. His case drew national attention not only because of his fame as part of the Duggar family, but also due to the stark contrast between his public persona as a devout Christian leader and the nature of his crimes. Since entering prison, Duggar has maintained his innocence, claiming that someone else hacked into his computer and downloaded the illegal material without his knowledge or consent. Despite these assertions, evidence presented during the trial pointed strongly toward his guilt, leading to his conviction. The alleged hunger strike appears to stem from dissatisfaction with how he is being treated behind bars. According to sources close to the situation, Duggar believes he is being unfairly targeted by prison officials and subjected to harsher treatment than other inmates. He reportedly feels isolated and claims that certain privileges typically afforded to prisoners, such as access to religious services, phone calls, and visitation rights, are being withheld from him. These grievances, combined with what he describes as an overall lack of compassion from authorities, have allegedly pushed him to take drastic measures. Hunger strikes in prisons are not uncommon. They often serve as a form of protest when inmates feel their voices aren't being heard. By refusing food, individuals aim to draw attention to their plight and force action from those in power. In Duggar's case, it seems he hopes this act will highlight what he perceives as systemic injustices within the penal system, and perhaps garner sympathy from supporters outside the walls of confinement. However, such actions carry significant risks, both physically and mentally. Prolonged refusal of sustenance can lead to severe health complications, including organ failure, muscle deterioration, and even death if left unchecked. Supporters of Josh Duggar have rallied around him, expressing concern for his well-being and calling for intervention. Some have taken to social media platforms to voice their outrage, accusing prison staff of mistreating him and demanding transparency regarding his living conditions. Others argue that regardless of his past transgressions, all inmates deserve humane treatment under the law. This faction sees Duggar's hunger strike as a cry for help rather than a manipulative ploy for attention. Critics, however, view the situation differently. Many believe that Duggar brought this upon himself through his criminal behavior and should face the consequences like any other offender. They contend that his privileged upbringing and celebrity status shielded him from accountability for far too long, allowing him to evade responsibility until overwhelming evidence made denial impossible. To them, the idea of sympathizing with Duggar now feels hypocritical given the harm caused by his actions. Legal experts weigh in on the matter, noting that while prisoners do retain certain rights, there are limits to what can be expected in terms of accommodations. Incarceration inherently involves restrictions, and facilities must balance individual needs with security concerns. That said, allegations of mistreatment cannot be ignored, especially if they involve violations of constitutional protections against cruel and unusual punishment. If substantiated, such claims could result in investigations or legal challenges aimed at addressing systemic issues within the institution. Family members of Josh Duggar, particularly his parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, have remained largely silent about the latest developments. Given their deeply held religious beliefs, one might expect them to advocate for forgiveness and redemption, yet they seem hesitant to comment publicly. Speculation abounds as to why this might be the case, perhaps out of fear of further scrutiny or a desire to distance themselves from the controversy surrounding their son. Whatever the reason, their silence adds another layer of complexity to an already fraught narrative. Meanwhile, Duggar's wife, Anna, continues to stand by him despite the scandal. She has consistently defended her husband throughout the ordeal, insisting that he is innocent and framing the charges as part of a broader conspiracy against their family. Her unwavering loyalty has earned admiration from some quarters, but criticism from others, who question whether she truly understands the gravity of the situation. Regardless, her steadfast support likely provides Duggar with some measure of comfort amidst the chaos. As days pass and the hunger strike persists, questions arise about its potential impact. Will prison officials respond to Duggar's demands? Could this incident spark broader discussions about reform within the penal system? Or will it ultimately be dismissed as another example of a disgraced celebrity seeking to reclaim relevance? One thing is clear: Josh Duggar's story remains polarizing. For every person outraged by his alleged mistreatment, there is another equally incensed by his attempts to deflect blame. What began as a tale of faith, family, and fame has devolved into something darker, a saga marked by betrayal, shame, and ongoing turmoil. Whether this latest chapter represents genuine suffering or calculated maneuvering remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the world is watching, waiting to see how it unfolds. In conclusion, Josh Duggar's reported hunger strike underscores the complex interplay of justice, morality, and humanity that defines our society's approach to crime and punishment. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about privilege, accountability, and the limits of forgiveness. As the drama continues to play out, it serves as a reminder that no amount of wealth, influence, or piety can insulate anyone from the consequences of their choices, or the enduring power of public opinion.